Good morning. This is the video for the Hernandez family. Okay, this is going to be a video on the Grey Wolf limited edition 29 BH. That's bunkhouse. Alright, Valentino, I'll start right here at the front. To start with, the unit does come with a diamond plate protection on the front. That protects from rocks being kicked up by your truck and protects the unit, the front of it. Right here is where we're going to mount the marine grade battery. Okay, to power the unit. It comes with one battery. You can add up to two. The unit does come with two 20-pound propane tanks, and just in front of that is the electric tongue lift. The electric tongue lift have the light on it, so that makes it nice when you're trying to hook up at night. And in the event that the motor were to fail or the battery were dead, you're not going to be stranded. You take this cap off and we have a manual crank. Okay, so that ensures that you don't get stranded out in the woods somewhere. So moving around to this side, this is a storage that goes up underneath the bed, and as you can see, it's really a lot of storage. Here is the power cable that comes with the unit. There'll be times when you might be boondocking, or you're not in an RV park, and had you buy like a 100-watt solar panel, you set that out facing to the south, and this is where you would plug in to recharge your batteries. And by the way, when you're pulling the unit, your truck will recharge the battery. So here we have an electric awning, 19-foot awning, has LED lights underneath it. The unit does come with heavy-duty aluminum steps. It has adjustable feet down here at the bottom. There'll be times when you're camping in the ground, it's not quite level. One leg may need to be shorter than the other one. That's how you can adjust it. Okay, the next thing we're looking at right here, this is the vent for your heater that heats the unit. You've got an intake and exhaust. You want to make sure that you, when you get the unit, get that covered up with some screen to keep the mud daubers out of it. Here's your 110 outlet and a connection for satellite or your feed for a television. This unit, you can actually bring the television outside. There's a mount. We have two exterior marine grade speakers that are waterproof, and of course this would be underneath the canopy so you can watch television outside. Also, that is the vent, the exhaust vent for the vent over the stove. Moving to the back side of the unit here, we have the outdoor kitchen, and this has a quick connect propane line that connects just underneath the unit right about there. So that's how you get power or gas to that. Comes with an ice maker that's bolted down so it won't move around. And residential quality faucet, stainless steel faucet. Got plenty of dry storage up above, spices, that sort of thing, and a refrigerator. Okay, so along with this comes a utility drawer, put odds and ends in. At the back here we have a rack that's really good for hauling ice chests, because ice chests always tend to leak. So this rack folds down, and it's good for about 300 pounds. You can put some ice chests, a couple of bicycles on it, that sort of thing. Over on the port side in the rear is some additional storage. Okay. Now, sort of a center point here. This unit comes with a shower. It also features a cold and hot running water. It's nice to wash off the kids, yourself. You go to the beach, you got a dog, rinse them off before they go inside the unit. This is your 50 amp service. It's already wired for 50 amp service. Your back flush, that back flush feature is one that we talked about when you're dumping the black and gray water. You simply hook a hose to this and it washes out your tank. Much more safer than doing it in the past when you had to do it manually by going inside and flushing the toilet 3 or 4 times and brushing it out. This is your fresh water connection. and your city water connection. If you remember, Valentino, we talked about making sure that we have a regulator on the water hose before we hook up city water connection. Okay, this unit features one slide out, and as we move to the front here, we've got your hot water heater. The hot water heater is propane and electric. This is your heating element, propane. This is your heating element, electric. I don't know if you can quite see that or not, but that's where it's at. Typical amount used in a shower is 3 gallons. This unit comes on automatically the moment you start using it. It tries to keep up with you. All right, so we're going to move around to the inside of the unit, and we'll do a little pan around, and then I'll talk about it just a little bit so you can see the inside of the unit. And at the back there is a bunk room for the kids. So let's just start back there. So this is a separate room. It does have its own door, okay, as opposed to a curtain or anything of that sort. So you have 2 bunks, one on each side and then one on the bottom. It has extra storage. As a matter of fact, it is a lot of storage. Okay, kids can get all kind of toys and stuff in there. And we have an emergency exit window there, can be opened. Just as you come in, I'm sorry for moving the camera so fast, but just as you come into the unit, there to the right hand side, there's additional storage. And let's take a look at the restroom here. So your freestanding toilet and your freestanding lavatory and your medicine cabinet. The shower also features a bathtub and a skylight above it and a shelf inside the shower. Moving around to the kitchen area, we have an automatic refrigerator that switches from gasoline, from LP to electricity. When you're plugged in, it's running on automatic on the electric. When you unplug, it automatically switches to the propane gas, and that makes it nice because, like, when you're at home, you get all loaded up, get it cold, you unplug it, you get on the road. While you're on the road, the refrigerator continues to run, keeps your food cold. Here's a 1,000-watt microwave, features popcorn button, stainless steel hood over the stove. It's got a light in it and a fan. The stove is a 3-burner stove. Has a cover over the burners that opens up, and that cover's nice because it increases your counter space. There's 3 burners. The first burner is residential quality, it's 10,000 BTU. The back 2 are 7,500 BTU as well. So we have a nice sized oven, okay, and to the left of that, additional storage under the sink. And taking a look at the sink has a cover over it so that you have even more counter space. It's a stainless steel, same thing they use in restaurants, and a stainless steel residential grade faucet with a sprayer on it. If you'll notice, the sink is countersunk below the countertop, and that makes it much easier to clean as opposed to having a lip over the edge here where all the food stuff always seems to collect. We have storage above that. And moving around to the entertainment center, we have a mount for the television. Also, there's the connection and the power for the television. The unit comes with a Furrion AM/FM radio, DVD, CD player. It also is Bluetooth, so you can stream to it. Some storage there underneath that stereo. And you have your electric fireplace. So that puts out a lot of heat, keeps the unit nice and warm in the winter. The Batmaster features wardrobe. It's got LED lighting above the bed, so you can reach up and just touch it with your hand. You don't have to get out of bed to turn the lights on and off. On both sides of the bed, as you can see in the distance there's a USB connector and a power outlet. That's on both sides of the bed. And then they have somewhat of a nightstand on each side to, you know, lay your books and your drinks and things while you're laying in bed. The bedroom, again, this one also features sliding doors that are wooden for privacy, and sort of a mist feature up underneath the fireplace. You can see where my foot is right here. There's a void spot, and that was intentionally left because one of the key issues in an RV is everybody's shoes. The shoes are always in the way. So that's where the shoes go, up underneath there. So these guys building it were really thinking this thing through. Here in the living area is a couch that pulls out into a double bed. And traditionally, the dinette set, like most all dinette sets in RVs, the table drops down and you make another almost queen size bed there. So below that you have storage for big pots and pans on both sides. Those drawers are the full length, as you see, of the bench there, and that makes for a really good, a lot of storage. The air conditioning in this system is insulated ducting. Okay, the unit comes with a 13.5 BTU air conditioner, which is a little over a ton, probably about a ton, 1.2 tons of air conditioning. All the lightings in the unit are LED. That holds down the heat and it doesn't burn up your battery when you're using it, so they're very, very efficient. Also, the unit comes with a fire alarm. As we exit the door, to our right hand side are lights for the inside and exterior. It's your awning extension and your slide out for your room. Controls right there. Just below that, another USB and power outlet and a monitor where you can just simply hit a button and see the levels in your gray, black, fresh, and battery. So that's a good, helpful thing. You always know where you're at with your resources there. Well, anyway, that's a fast recap for the Hernandez family. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. This is Jim Gibbons at Cliff Jones RV in Sealy, Texas. 281-802-0630. Thanks for watching.